Hey there, this is Chris. I'm the editor of Mahoning Matters. Big football season's coming up. If you want to check out some football the spring into the summer, Mahoning Valley Federals, it's a new semi-pro team that's coming. I have two guys from it, John Galbraith and Mike Benner. Hey guys, thanks for coming on. How you guys doing today?
Thanks for having
Good. How are
us.
you doing?
Excellent. Well, John, we'll start with you. You were telling me before you got some connections already to Mahoning Valley in coaching. Where do you coach at, and what's it been like?
I've actually been coaching in the area for high school area for about past 15 years now. I'm currently with Austintown Fitch High School. I am the kicking and punters coach and help with the special teams. And that's been my role at when I was at Cardinal Mooney, Valley Christian, in Youngstown East. So I have 15 years experience in there. I played kicked an arena for 2 years. I was with they were called Northeast Ohio Panthers out of the Eastern Indoor Football League, and I had a stint with the Steubenville Stampede in 2007. So that's a little history on me.
Fantastic. So, obviously, very much in the football in the fall with high school and everything. What made you? I'm sure it's probably love of football, but what made you want to do this in the spring as well? What brought you to this thing?
So what I've seen is a lot of kids that are 18, 19, even 20. They come out and they're really not decided upon what they want to do next. So a lot of them take a year off, and to be honest with them, a lot of them don't know the college college process of things, of filling out FAFSA forms, going on college visits, and just not being aware. There's different opportunities as far as NAIA, Division III, Division II football. A lot of these kids are so bent on getting just a football scholarship, not knowing that if you have decent grades, there's a lot of grants to be able to go and play at the next level. Go play at Division III, Division II, NAIA, or just get more game film and be able to go after another a scholarship at a bigger school. So that was one of my main focuses. I'm a case manager, so there's a lot. I'm all about finding resources and things like that, and just being around the game for a while. That kind of allowed me to be able to utilize some of the resources that I have to help these kids either get to college or get into arena or next level. A lot of people don't know this either. There's a lot of other pro indoor leagues, outdoor leagues. There's leagues in Europe, professional leagues in Europe, Japan, Germany. There's not just the XFL, NFL. There's other outlets. So that's kind of where me and Mike are trying to focus on getting these guys to, if they don't want to go college bound.
And to introduce Mike there, Mike Benner is the CEO of the Mahoning Valley Federals. How did you get connected with Mike? You talk about how your team's kind of independent, but obviously there's got to be some formation and putting everything together. What's Mike's role? And Mike, talk about what you're doing to get things set up here.
Okay, well, I've known John for at least 12 years. I knew him when he was kicking in arena football as well. I knew him when he was kicking in semi-pro. And to be honest with you, I've been after John for quite a few years to do this because I know where his heart is. I know how he wants to work with athletes to get them in a good position on and off the field. He works trying to help guys, and so do I. I owned a professional arena team in Rochester,
Hmm.
and I've promoted 43 people into professional football, whether it's here in the United States in arena or whether it's going over to Europe. I have a few players that are playing currently in Europe. Europe is the next bastion of American football, and it's enormous.
Yeah.
Those players get paid, and they have pretty much a farm system in Europe. The levels of football uh, are like set up like soccer
Okay.
in Europe. You have A, B, C. So they're doing that with their American football there.
Okay.
So I'm trying to help players make it to the next level beyond the college ranks. John has got a better grasp of the college, what to do for college to get in. And the two of us together working in tandem, helping our players out. You don't necessarily have to play for the Federals. If you play for another team and you need help and you want to make it to the next level, we want to get you there. It's good to have you with us, or the players with us, so we can watch them train, get them the proper training methods, go to sign them up for gyms. I had one player that just got cut from the IFL, which is the highest level of arena football in the country. He's from Youngstown. He was he wasn't a standout at Youngstown State. He was on the team, but he decided that he wanted to reach for the next level after college, and he plays for us as well. And right now, he's showcasing his talents around the West Coast, and hopefully he'll be back here before season starts. But if he doesn't, that means he hooked up to a pro team. The gentleman is 6'7", 300 pounds, and yeah, and he's really good, and he's gotten better because at this level, we coach, we do what we have to do to get you to the next level, and of course, win football games.
Right.
On the other hand, we have our goal is to get you situated, and I work with the players, getting them on different teams, making sure they got housing, if they're getting paid, making sure they get their money. And I'm not an agent by any means. I'm just a concerned football coach. So I do it. It doesn't cost anything to use my contacts,
Great.
Great.
So, well, let me ask, because I know when you guys first announced this league, it was in February, announced the team. A lot of people ask questions. So let's see what you guys know right now for what's upcoming. You had practice, like kind of a 7-7 scrimmage with another Mahoning Valley team, the Mahoning Valley Greyhounds. Is there like two teams in the Mahoning Valley area?
I'll answer that. They're the Riders, is what they're not the Greyhounds. They were the Riders.
Oh, right. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, RYDERZ, Riders.
Oh, Riders. Okay.
Yeah. So right now there's two teams.
Okay.
Okay. And we know where we're going. We have announced our field. We have announced where we practice. We are open for business. And we don't know much about the other team and what their situation is.
Okay, so it's a different ownership group.
Yes, yeah, totally different. And we are extremely organized. And, we don't really want to concern ourselves about the other team in town. We just want to see them succeed. at this level. Hopefully, during the season, we get to see them in real time, and it could be very interesting. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I can imagine that. So, help us out with some details about what your season looks like. Where are you guys going to play your home games at?
You want to go, John? Go ahead.
Yeah, we're actually going to be using it's the old LeBray Stadium on 422.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is we're working with the township and the LeBray Little Vikings. We're trying to help them renovate the stadium. We're trying to get some bleachers and things done. So after our season, they would be able to utilize the bleachers. Unfortunately, they had some issues, none of their own with COVID and everything, coming with the financial part of things. It really hindered their ability to get the bleachers fixed. So we're in the process of helping them out to get them fixed for them. So they have a nice place also to utilize and for the kids to utilize. And we just felt the township was very welcoming to us in regards to what we needed. We're looking to have hopefully, a decent amount of people there, but it was the right size for what we needed, to utilize this year. So we're actually, that's why I was running late. Me and a couple of the players were actually up there doing some work, fixing the goalposts and doing some work on the bleachers. So
when does the season start? When do your games are usually held? Are they weekends or a particular time or day?
Yeah, Mike, you can take that.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. When are the games usually held? Like your home and away games? Are they?
Well, our home games are going to be there at La Brea Little Vikings Stadium. It's a grass field versus the other fields mostly are turf.
Okay.
Pro turf. So, but the field is really, it's very, very nice.
Fantastic.
It will be groomed to the how can I say it? It'll be groomed every week. For our home games, it'll be lined by La Brea Little Vikings. They care for the field.
When does the season start for you guys? Like, when's the opening day or opening night?
Well, we're scheduled for the 9th of May. Yeah, 9th of May.
Wait. Yeah, it's May. I believe it's the first Saturday in May. I think it's May 6th.
May 6th. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Is a first game. That's an away game. The home game, their first home game, I think, is the
following week.
Okay.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, and are the games during the day, at night? Like, when do you guys usually have them?
4 p.m. Going to be start time for our home games. We're working on getting the lights fixed to possibly have a couple night games this year.
Great.
We're trying to the renovation. The renovations are being done. We first are starting with the bleachers, so we can have a capacity there, and then we work on the lights.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean, it's one of a kind. We're the only semi-pro team that literally has their own stadium.
Yeah, that's great.
All the other teams got to rent off a high school or maybe a college field, and they pay an exorbitant amount of money, and we are blessed that we don't have to. Our labor and our renovation are very well welcomed there. And
is there for the games itself? Is there a ticket charge? Like, are they free? Is there a certain charge per
well,
games?
we believe that it's going to be adults are $10.
Okay.
The children under 13 are free, and 13 to 18 are $5. That's what we have set now. That can always change. We're going to have special nights there where the kids can bring their parent, and they got to wear their uniforms. The possibility of having a couple junior league teams playing at halftime, a little scrimmage. We're going to do a bike night for the motorcycle riders because we know how that area are loaded with motorcycles, So we want to do a bike night there. And every week that we play at home, there's going to be a special,
Okay.
We also are going to have a military night where we're going to have the LeBray Little Vikings come with either an active military, somebody that's active in the military, or a veteran, and be walked out with them on the field, and that'll be announced. So yeah, we have quite a few ideas going on. One, I think our opening night, we're in talks to have the Youngstown Scottish bagpipes to do one of our for the halftime, and we're going to be in touch with some of the local high school bands, Youngstown Community Band, different things like that to allow the community and the entertainers or whatever to showcase their talents as well.
And it sounds like from what you were talking before, you go to the game, assuming a lot of people are coming from the Mahoning Valley, you see a lot of the guys you may have seen in high school, right? I mean, it sounds like
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We have quite a few guys. One of the players, his name's Zach Page.
Mm-hmm.
He was a standout at Champion High School, and he's 25 right now. He's actually been to XFL, a couple of the XFL tryouts, USFL tryouts. He has a couple set up. He actually was just released from a team called the Wyoming Mustangs. They were an pro indoor league team, and they told him they needed more game film. We have another kid. His name was Robert Smith. He played at Kent State. He was at Kent State University. Then he went and played at, I think it was Central State University in Columbus. So yeah, we have guys that that are close, that have played at the college level, higher tier college level. So yeah, I'd say there's good the guys that you'll be seeing, they're athletes. So
well, we have we call it a vetting system. Our players pretty much have to have high expectations of themselves. And, the question is, what do you want to do in the next 3 years? Where do you want to be in your football career? Do you want to stay at semi-pro level? You want to move up to the next level? Or you can even go to college, because our players don't get paid. So there are some guys that have played semi-pro that are looking to get to college. Some have tried and have not been successful, and they want to come back to semi-pro. So they play. It's called playing for the love of the game.
Oh yeah,
and that's the way it's been forever. I started playing semi-pro in 1982 after I graduated college, and I had a tryout. Somebody saw me for the old USFL, and I had a tryout with one of the teams there, just as a specialist, being on a kick team, return team.
Yeah.
And it was just, I didn't get it, but just to get there and to walk into camp, strap up, helmets and shoulder pads, and knock it around with a bunch of guys from all over the country.
Hey,
So,
John, you serving as a coach then for a team, right?
What's that?
John, is John serving as coach for the team?
Yes, he's our special teams coordinator.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be handling special teams.
Special teams, kickers, punters, just like he does in high school.
Fantastic. Who's the head coach for you guys?
His name's Caleb Gregory. He is actually a Farrell grad.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he's a Farrell grad. Younger kid guy. I'm sorry. 34. Really, really good guy. Very humble. His career was cut short because of injuries.
Yeah.
He was last recently with Ursuline last year, I believe. And we actually kind of got lucky with him. He reached out to us and we sat down and he had the same vision as we did, and it just came to be.
Well, I was going to ask, how many guys are on your team right now? Do you have about 40 or is it a little higher?
Currently, we have about 30 guys. We're looking to hit around 40 guys. So we're still looking for about 10 more guys.
What's it like to bring guys together that quick? Sometimes you think of, hey, like at your high school, you say, we've got this model. We know what offense we play. We know what defense we play. What's it like to bring guys in, teach them a cohesive model, and get ready to go as quick as you guys are doing?
So at this level, it really, to be honest with you, it's really about gelling as a team. And for the guys, at this level, they have to come in just knowing basic concept, basic terminology, and being able to gather that information and learning it quick.
This past weekend with the other team we went passing scrimmage against, we have never seen somebody else. We've just been working against each other. So they showed us different looks, and it was just a passing scrimmage, so nobody ran. We were pretty vanilla with our offense, and we ran 3 different quarterbacks, giving them all a look. And I'm very proud of the way they showed. They went up against a veteran team. A lot of veterans on the other side, and they did very, very well. Especially, defense is a little easier to learn than it is on offense because we have 3 different schemes on defense. On offense, it's a multiple type sets that we have, down and distance, so that part is a little more difficult to learn. But it's getting there. We used, one different series on offense the entire time, all passing. We are focused on a offense called the run and shoot.
Yeah.
And the run and shoot was the beginning of what the spread is now. June Jones uses it now in Seattle in the XFL. He was at Hawaii, and he used it there. Mouse Davis originated it, and a guy named Russ Malzone, who was my offensive. He helped me. He taught me how to run that offense.
Yeah, fantastic. It should be a fun offense to watch too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's good.
Yeah. It's always been fun to watch. All right, well, guys, thanks so much. What website could we go to? You guys have a website? Remind people of where to go to get more information.
Yeah, it's going to be up at the end of the week, and that's going to be mvfederals.org.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thanks. Check in there. We'd love to check back in and see how the season's going for you guys, too. So thanks, John, Mike. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye-bye.